DeMar DeRozan gets revenge on the Toronto Raptors with the emphatic dunk and the W. Raptors lose against the San Antonio Spurs 105-104. Raptors were up by as much as 18 points in this game and then choked it all the way in that fourth quarter. Raptors only lost one quarter tonight, and that was the fourth quarter, guys. They got outscored by 14 in that quarter, allowed 36 points in that fourth quarter. And you know what? The Raptors did a great job in the second half up until the fourth. In the first half, they did a great job limiting both DeRozan and Aldridge to a low amount of points. DeRozan didn't get to double digits, but in the second half, especially in that third quarter, DeRozan just went crazy. He had 14 points in that third quarter. Got that huge dunk on Chris Boucher. And man, if you guys seen that dunk, that's probably like the dunk of the year. Because he fully cocked it back, slammed it on Chris Boucher, who's an elite shot blocker right now in the NBA. And he gave it to him hard. And the foul, he picked up a technical for staring at Boucher apparently. That was kind of a weak technical foul in my opinion. But that was nasty. And then Rudy Gay with the nasty dunk on Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, where he cocked it back and slammed it as well. Two nasty dunks from ex-Raptors. And you know what? DeRozan, after the Raptors, I guess, like pissed them off or something, it's like the same mentality. Don't poke the bear. And the Raptors pretty much poked DeRozan apparently, because DeRozan went off in that second half. 22 points in that second half. He got to the line relentlessly in this game. 14 free throws for DeRozan. 7 of 12 shooting. Didn't take a three. Raptors didn't force him to shoot from the outside. But he was killing the Raptors. Through the post. In the lane. He was giving the Raptors everything and anything. And honestly, in my opinion, why the Raptors lost this game, it came down to offensive rebounding the Raptors allowed multiple times. And this is like one of the first games I've seen of the Raptors. After the Spurs players took the shot, that same Spurs player got their own rebound and scored the basketball. This happened like 2-3 times in this game. And I was just like, that's just annoying because you got to rebound the basketball. Before you jump on your fast break and jump out and try getting good looks on the fast break, you got to get the rebound. And that's something the Raptors struggle with all season long. But with Pascal, Siakam, and Norman Powell returning in this game, I'm like, all right, we got some weapons. We're going to get a huge W tonight. But you know what? The rebounding battle wasn't there. And that was one of the main reasons the Raptors lost. Second, Nick Nurse's game plan in that fourth quarter, I just believe it was just a bad game plan altogether. He had Lowry guarding DeRozan, and DeRozan's on fire at this point. And Lowry gambled like crazy against DeRozan in the entire night. When OG Anunoby was subbed back in and was guarding DeRozan, DeRozan did minimal damage, if any damage at all. But when Lowry was guarding DeRozan, DeRozan blew by him multiple times. Even in that last play near the end of the game, San Antonio ran a double pick. So he got Lowry onto DeRozan and DeRozan just blew by him again. That was the game plan, to get Lowry onto DeRozan, and he burned him every time. And then another reason why I think the Raptors lost this game, I know it's tough to blame him, but Pascal Siakam. He came out of the gate 4 for 4. I'm like, wow, doesn't look like he missed any rust. But then after that 4 for 4 start, he goes, I believe, 2 of 13 from the rest of the game. Missed 2 crucial layups at the rim, especially the game winner where he just spun off DeRozan. Easy layup if he just used his left hand. Instead, he tried going up with 2 hands to make sure he put it in. But what can you say? He just bricked it. If you guys saw that, it was just, he shot it and it rolled off the rim, off the left side. And that's a tragic way to lose. Raptors had no timeouts after Aldridge missed both free throws. Raptors, Pascal Siakam picked up the basketball, tries running down the court, throws up like a 3-point heave, like in between the half court and the 3-point line, and didn't have any chance of going in, as Raptors lost by 1. But Raptors had tons of chances. They should have closed this game out, but just failed due to some rust, mistakes, and the bench. I know it's tough to expect something out of your bench, especially when you have these guys who used to play starting minutes, and I'm like, okay, maybe Terrence Davis can respond after his huge 23 point, 11 rebound, 5 assist game. I'm like, okay, he had a career high, maybe he improves on that. But guys, Terrence Davis cannot do this streakiness. It's just tough to watch. He went 0 points the game before the 23-point game, and then he had 0 points tonight. The kid was 0 for 6 from the field. Ronda Hollis-Jefferson came in with a new haircut. He allowed his hair to all poof out. I thought, that maybe that'll help him get him going, but he played bad. Patrick McCall played 20 minutes. Was a minus 18 on the court. Just your bench altogether. O'Shea Brissett's, the Chris Boucher's, Matt Thomas. Everybody played bad off the bench. They couldn't score anything tonight. And whenever the bench came on, Popovich went to a zone, and the zone killed the Raptors once again. Matt Thomas was the only guy hitting threes, and Chris Boucher hit one when the Raptors really needed it. But honestly, there's no playmaking on that lineup. We were missing Van Vliet, who would be in that second lineup just to get some playmaking there. I really expected more out of Terrence Davis and Patrick McCaw, and both guys really let me down in this game. Couldn't get anything going. Couldn't set up anybody for open looks. It was pretty tragic watching those guys play today. And that was the main reason why the Raptors lost this game. Because the Raptors had these huge double-digit leads, but whenever the starters got back into the game, the Spurs were on momentum and had some runs going. Even in this game, in that fourth quarter, the Raptors had a huge drought, and the Spurs went on a 17-0 run. 17-0 run. If you allow a run like that, there's absolutely no chance you're going to have any momentum in the rest of the game, especially when you're playing in that fourth quarter. They let them to get that run, and you're missing open shots, and every single open shot, it makes you feel like there's more and more pressure at you. Shit, man, that was just... Come on, Raptors. You can't go through droughts like that. Get some post-ups, get some easy baskets, get to the line, something. Get some kind of points on the board. Just stop the run, kill the momentum, but didn't happen tonight. That's all my takeaways for today's game. But some key points that I noticed throughout the game is Norman Powell came out, started off the starting lineup, and he looked solid. 20 points, shot the ball well, 4 3-pointers from Norman Powell. Was really spreading the floor, killed that zone, and he looked good. But apparently he was hobbling at the end of the game, and I hope it's not another injury. Yes, he injured his shoulder, so this could not be the same kind of injury, but man, he just came back, and I cannot stand another injury at the moment. We're still missing Van Vliet. We're still missing Marc Gasol. And those guys are really important, especially Van Vliet. Van Vliet's playmaking would be great on the second unit, but Marc Gasol coming back in the starting lineup would also make Serge Ibaka go into the bench lineup, and that offense, that Serge Ibaka is needed in that second lineup because there's no offense being provided there. And Serge Ibaka, got to hand it to him, 8 straight double-doubles, a career high for him. He's playing solid. His chemistry with Kyle Lowry is impeccable. He's scoring inside and outside. The pick-and-pop game, the pick-and-roll game is killing for the Raptors right now. Love that with Lowry and him. Lowry had a great game passing the basketball. I think 15 assists in this game. Was doing a great job finding everybody. But Siakam was a little rusty. Norman Powell showed no rust, but did hobble. Other than that, the Raptors, not much else I can say, but another team played zone on you guys again. Gotta break that zone. And hopefully this is a game where the Raptors really learn the game is never over. And you gotta play your best 48 minutes, not your best 36 minutes. Hats off to DeRozan. It's always great to see him. And he had a monster game today. Really showed you what the Raptors had for all those years, that offensive juggernaut that he is. Defensively, he didn't do so great. The first play of the game, the Raptors posted up Pascal Siakam on DeMar DeRozan. It was like a present versus past kind of game. And when DeRozan was guarding Pascal Siakam pretty much had a field day. But they started doubling in the second half and really stopped Pascal from scoring after that. They always had a guy coming in off the baseline, whether it was Jakob, nice seeing him there, or anybody else like Derek White and stuff. That's what the Raptors, Pascal Siakam, got to learn. That yes, the double's coming. You got to go force the double and kick it out, because that's when the Raptors get open looks. Another thing, the Raptors could have easily lost this game by more points. Bellinelli had 3 wide open threes. Listen, 3 wide open threes to Marco Bellinelli, who's usually in a 3-point contest. He made only 1 of them. Now, they're wide open. I realistically thought he's going to knock in each one of those. But the Raptors are playing with fire near the end of the game. They could have easily lost this game by more points. They got lucky. They only lost by 1 point, but still a loss. Got to sharpen it up. Got to make multiple efforts. The multiple efforts is still the Raptors are lacking. Left Patty Mills by himself for like 3-4 seconds in the corner. Makes no sense. Got to fly out to guys. Somebody's got to be there at least within the vicinity to make him double think his shot. But Raptors defense wasn't good enough in that fourth quarter. But guys, make sure you guys smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next game.